the Accu-sim Boeing 377 Stratocruiser. Very wonderful airplane. Some people seem to have issues trying to get it started because of the daunting gauge cluster that's available for it. So I will go through a relatively quick procedure on how to start it up, and hopefully we can go from there. Hopefully it'll help. Here we go. Alright, here we are in the cockpit. First thing we're going to do is not going to be up here. So we're going to go back here to the flight engineer station and a quick brief overview of what we've got here. Turbo panel off to your left. Up here on the top you've got your anti-icing. This is your oil control system up here. This up here is your air conditioner, cabin pressurization over here, gang panel for your cowl flaps, carb heat, intercooler, and ram air, and oil cooler. Down here is your APU and gen panel. Over here is your fuel system, all boost pumps and fuel tank selectors, fuel quantity, intercooler flaps. This is your carb air temperature gauges, oil cooler flaps, and air position indicator. Then you got up here is your cylinder head temperature. Above it you've got oil temperature and oil pressure and oil fill level in each engine. Over here you've got your fuel flow. Down here is your engine torque. These ones are manifold pressure. These ones are your tach, and this is your fuel pressure. Okay, quick startup guide. So first thing, we're going to flip our APU on, flip it once to run, and flip it again. It'll kick up to 24 volts. From there we're going to kind of rotate to the left here and look up. We're going to do this somewhat accelerated due to how long it's going to take. Battery switch on, master avionics, and put your main ignition on. I'm going to go ahead and rotate my mags up to both, all 4 engines. I'm going to go ahead and pre-select off this dial right here to engine 3, which is the engine I need it to be on to begin my start sequence. Now we're going to go back over here to this left panel. First thing, I'm going to grab with this gang switch. We're going to open up our cowl flaps to full. Once they're completely open, we're going to come down here and open up our intercooler flaps to 2 inches. And we're going to go ahead and kick our fuel tanks over here, tank to engine on all 4. We're going to flip our boost pumps on. This one here is a central tank pump and valve. If you've got fuel in your center tank, you can go ahead and open it up. Look up here, double check that you've got pressure. The lights are going to be on saying you've got low pressure, obviously, because you don't have an engine yet. For the start sequence, relatively simple. I usually keep my turbo gauges where I can see them. It helps me, since I can't see the engines, that I can see them start up on the back pressure gauges. First thing is I'm going to hit my Shift 3 panel. I'm going to go ahead and open up my windows, and I'm going to give my turbo control to my co-pilot. Next thing, double check that you got your engine selected to 3. Start sequence is 3, 4, 2, and then 1. I'm going to prime engine 3 4 times. I'm going to click the start switch, and I'm going to hold down the boost gauge until I see it fire. And we're going to go back here to the APU panel, and we're going to pre-select engine 3's gen, make sure we've got amperage. We're going to come down here to the main bus panel, flip it up to bus, and turn off our APU. Now we're running directly off of engine 3. We're going to go back up here, select engine 4, again prime 4 times, hit the start button, hold down boost. Crack our throttles, which was something I forgot to mention earlier. Make sure we're pulling about 1,000 RPMs up here. We're just a little shy of it. If you're running an X52 Pro or an X52 or something like that, the first indent on the throttle works fine for that. Pre-selecting engine 2, priming, start, and holding down boost. Looking at my turbo pressures over there. Start again. And we've got 2 up and running. Go to engine 1, we're going to prime, and starter, and boost. Looking at my turbo panel, and she's kicked. Now, we're going to move back over here after I select my engine selector to the off position. Move back over here, and we're going to kind of keep an eye on what we've got going on over here. We're going to make sure we click on all generators for all engines. Double check all those are on, and we're getting good pressures up here. Do not turn your fuel pumps off until you're pretty much on cruise. Make sure you got good manifold pressure all the way across the board. You're pulling a decent RPM. Cylinder head temperatures are coming up. Cowl flaps, again, stay open as long as you're sitting on the ground. They're open wide. Once you make sure your your intercooler flaps are opened up and they're right where they need to be. Just watch your gauges until you get up to about 130 to 140 degrees, depending on your ambient outside temperature. And then from there, we'll go into a takeoff procedure, but that'll be another video. Hopefully that helped out a little bit.